this long, that's all. Because the rivers are small in certain places and they're relatively shallow, so you can't put a big boat up there. So we put armor and machine guns on smaller boats, and then they go up the river. Yes, ma'am?
How many people can you fit on the boat?
Maybe 8.
Because in a book that I got from the library, there was this boat that could fit 50 people.
That's a relatively small boat. And the thing about on a boat like that, you have to get along. You have to depend on each other to cover each other.
No, put it back.
Oh, I know what you mean, yeah.
Hold on.
That's where you learn teamwork. Yes, Paul?
What's a rank?
My rank was called second class petty officer. In the Navy, that's how they graded it. Second class petty officer.
A rank is like the level
Oh,
in which you attain.
again, if you do well and you study and you pass the exams, then they'll give you more rank. In my case, I was given the rank while I was in the war zone because we didn't have no opportunity to study.
Right. So everybody starts out at private, right? Is that in the different
Well, it'd be
services?
E1.
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 It's called, yeah, for all
And then-
services.
And then they move up to different ranks.
And what did your son do?
My son is a private. He just graduated from boot camp.
Yeah. Marine Corps.
Army.
Army?
He's at Fort Leonard Wood right now, heading off to Fort Carson, Colorado. Now let's introduce our other veterans.
Hi, my name's Carl Stellick. I was a GMG second class, gunners made guns. We fired the big cannons. I was also on the USS Midway, I built big bombs. Well, I was in, the hostages were taken in 1979 in Iran. You guys know where Iran is?
Actually, we do. We've been studying that area. Remember? We've been studying over there. Is it where? Yep. All of what we've been studying is over there right now.
Well, anyway, they were held for like 444 days, I believe it was. I was over there 3 different times. There was a station, a spot in the ocean they called Gonzo Station, where we were right off the Iranian coast, and we had to mine their harbor and other things, because we used them all of our aircraft and ships. And anyway, we got hostages back. I was on other ships. I was on the USS Fort Fisher. And trying to find a picture.
Was that destroyer?
LSD.
LSD.
LSD. Anyway, this is my gun mount here. This is what I was on.
Can I walk it around for them
Sure.
while you're talking?
Over there cleaning the gun. That's 5 inch?
5 and 30.
Yeah.
I'm coming around. See? Why don't you ask him some questions?
There's a question. I knew there was coming with a question.
Yes, Tessin?
What type of boat were you on?
That was the LSD. It was landing support dock.
Was it really big?
It was quite big. It was 900 and plus feet. Had a whale deck. You could bring on ships, small ships, and boats onto them, and then you could bring on tanks and APCs and other stuff.
How heavy was the boat?
I could not tell you the exact tonnage, but it's probably in that book. But the ship actually sinks in the rear. It drops down, and they have a stern gate that drops down, and it's like a ramp, so we can bring in, like I said, LCUs, I was on the Lark 5s, LCMs, and any kind of a Marine Corps tanks, and APCs, what LAV.
The boats I worked on could go into his ship.
Mhm.
That's the kind of boats I worked on. They could go into that ship.
How many
different ships, I was on different ships. I was on the USS Midway, the USS Fort Fisher. I was stationed at Beachmasters, NAV Coronado.
Coronado?
So I was stationed on our T-80 to a lot of different ships. A lot of frigates, not frigates, but LSTs, LPHs.
Oh, yeah? Helicopter
LPDs.
carrier?
Yeah. I have a picture of USS New Orleans here. When I went to boot camp, we were sponsored by the USS New Orleans. That was our command ship.
Helicopters land on that ship.
It's
They do?
Yeah.
It's big enough to see something on it.
Oh, those are like takeoff ships.
Yeah.
Those are takeoff ships for planes. Those are takeoff ships for planes.
Like, they have to keep them.
Yeah, he looks like a fancy young man there. And this is in San Diego. Yeah, I was in, my A school in San Diego. They're around Naval Training Center.
Yeah.
32nd.
Yeah, but that was part of the base.
Yeah, right. I know exactly where that is. I was there in '66.
Years later, it's
Yeah. Isn't that something?
That's where I went to boot camp.
This is,
Coronado, too. I tried to get into, well, they didn't even call them Sears there. It was UDT.
yeah, which one are you, they wanna know?
He's in the bottom left.
The second one in?
Yeah, station of Beachmasters. BMB1.
What was the initials?
BMB1, Beachmasters.
That was right in Coronado?
Yeah, we were part of the Naval Beach Group.
Oh, I went over to my swim test and like run over there. And then I got orders from New Hampshire. Yeah. Well, I did underwater blasting. I didn't do any welding. Blasting the screws off.
We don't need you to right now, okay?
Dry dock. The dry dock flooded. And they blast the screws off. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Sure, they had them all over here.
Just a- I worked at Walmart, I worked at Baby. Yes.
So your boat was like a submarine?
No, it only partially submerged, not totally. Any other questions?
And our last.
Miss Miles.
Oh, one more.
Do you have a question,
This isn't
Miles?
even your class, Miles.
You can ask questions in your class, okay, Miles?
Alright.
Sit
And we
down.
have our last question, thank you.
I'm Robert Malone. I was a first lieutenant in the United States Army, and I served in Vietnam. My mission was convoy commander. We used to deliver fuel, diesel fuel, jet fuel, and gasoline to the countries in the area.
Where at, sir?
I was in Pine Tree.
Pine Tree. Yeah. That's in High Court. In High Court.
Do we have any questions? Where did you, like, go to boot camp at Station Pier? Where did you start off? And
I started at Fort Lee, Virginia, and from there,
That's rude.
oh, you went to a military college.
That's what it says.
As a lieutenant. Yeah.
Well, I really didn't do any fighting. I was there, but we really weren't involved. Very rare there was any attacks.
Do you know what countries they were in?
Vietnam.
It was hard to say at times, what country they were from.
Oh,
You wanna know where the enemy came from?
oh, that's, yeah, they were North Vietnamese. Yes.
How old was this guy?
What?
How old was this guy?
How old was I? I was 24.
Does anybody have any questions for anybody? Anyone of them? No? Oh, yeah, we got another one.
When did you end your
1990,
When did you start?
79.
Just trying to figure out how old you are.
Oh, I'm old. I was 19 when I joined, so.
So, yes, you're 50. 50 something.
Yeah, a little bit more than that. Here, I'll tell you one.
60.
50 years ago tomorrow, I joined the Navy. I was 17 years old. So how old am I, Tessa?
50, 67?
Good job. Good job.
50 years ago, you think about that. That's when your parents were young. Maybe not even born.
I'm so smart today. Well, you do have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Doesn't today the Marines anniversary, or yesterday was?
This is the day was.
Today.
Today is? Well, how many years is it? 50?
Yeah, before the country was established.
Yeah. So boys and girls, what do we say when we see a veteran?
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, so why don't we all say that together?
Thank you. For serving our country.
Can't say our pleasure, but we say you're welcome.
Really?
Great.
Thank you,
What?
children.
That's nice to
Thank
It
say.
means a
you.
lot to us that you acknowledge it. It means a lot to us.
Yes, girls.
And also remember that the country needs warriors. If you're inclined to serve your country, that's a good way to show it right there.
I think Jen's gonna be in the army.
You'll never regret it. You'll never regret it.
You don't.
Look, she's already carrying camouflage.
Yep, already in camo.
Jana's in the military. Yeah, Jana, hide yourself behind Uncle Bo. Hide yourself
Easy.
behind Bo. Your uncle.